Hi guys, Angie Bell with Herbally Hip Tarot. How's my Herbally Hip tribe doing out there? Okay, you guys, let me put on my readers. For entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. Okay, we're going to use. Okay, we're still doing the soul contracts. I'm going to do a soul contract. What is the Orange Menace's soul contract, and what is the Muskrat soul contract? Now, I know you're like, I don't really want to know about this, but in a way, you know what? You need to know your enemy. Okay, I don't know if that's appropriate to be saying enemy, but to me, he's not my friend. So, excuse me, what lies beneath is what I'm using. And I had asked my pendulum, my spirit guides, what I should use for this, and they said what lies beneath. So I'm like, okay. And I just got these cards yesterday, so I was excited that they said I could use these, because I was like, okay, cool. These cards are a trip to use for soul contracts. I'll tell you that too. Spirit, please tell me everything you can about the Orange Menace's soul contract. Two. Three. Spirit, tell me everything you can about the Orange Menace's soul contract. All right, Orange Menace's soul contract. Red lipstick stains. This, I think, is about his relationship with women. And the thing with that is when women have stood up to him. Red lipstick stains, which he can't stand that, but it's part of his soul contract to have women who stand up to him. And if we think about it, there have been women that have stood up to him. KAMALA has stood up to him. E. Jean Carroll, the one that he sexually assaulted, she stood up to him, okay? And it's always women who stand up to him more than men. Have you noticed that? Jasmine Crockett, okay? And that's red lipstick stains. That's what that... That's a part of his contract, to have women standing up to him, which he can't stand. We know what he liked to do to women, what he's done in the past, what he's been convicted of. Insecure. He tries to act, so that's part of his soul contract, to be an insecure little man. He acts like he's this big guy. He's not. That's why he acts like he does, because he's so insecure. Caution. Long road. I think it's just representing that he was told he's going to have a long journey. I think. Okay, part of his contract was his anger management. And he's not doing well with that. He blows up all the time. He has no control. So maybe that's part of his soul contract, to behave. Okay, this is what I'm getting. This is part of his soul contract, to behave like he does. Because he lies. He steals. He's a rapist. So this is part of his soul contract, to behave like this. Okay, again, we got this card about falling apart. It was a part of his contract for what's going to happen to his presidency, for it to fall apart into pieces. He came here to steal, to be a thief, a liar, a rapist. Okay, that's all of this here. He agreed to that, and then he agreed for it to be here also, for it to all fall apart. Again, got this card, I hate nothing about you. I don't understand that yet. Depression. Do I believe he experiences this? Yes. He would never admit it to us, but I believe he experiences. I think he's always depressed. So I think he agreed to come here as a depressed, insecure man with anger management issues. Crazy. So all this horrible stuff about his behavior and who he is, that's part of the contract. What's crazy is that we got some of the same cards for Biden and for him, which is really interesting. What's weird is Biden also got this, watching the SH and enjoying the gossip. So sometimes in his contract was just to sit back and enjoy watching things. Blow up. Destroyed, shattered, broken, and effed up. So again, him and Kamala both got this card, right? I did Kamala's soul contract. So he came here to steal this election, okay? And mess it up for her, okay? He's here for the whole destruction of it. But what's going to happen to him? In the end, he's going to fall apart in broken pieces. And you know how it says divorce, breaking contracts. We can think of so many contracts he's broken, but let's just talk about his divorces. He has cheated on, I think, all of his wives. How many divorces has he had? We can't even count them. And also, so he was brought here to cheat on his wife. Marry and cheat, marry, cheat, marry, cheat. Also, he has a lot of contracts that he's broken with people he doesn't pay, lawyers, contractors, bankruptcy 6-7 times. So he was brought here to break contracts. He was brought here to marry and divorce, marry and divorce, marry and divorce. He was brought here to create this, to run for president and steal it. But he is also going to be here for when it all breaks and falls apart. He is part of his contract to be insecure, have anger issues, a liar, a thief, excuse me, I'm sorry I say it, but a rapist. He also, a part of his contract was to be, I think he's always depressed. Have you seen how he smiles? He goes like this. He has to force himself to smile. Watch his smile. A part of his contract also was to come here and deal with women, which he does not do well, okay? And he can't stand when women stand up to him. It's like a stain. A red lipstick stain for him. He came here knowing he'd have a long road, a long life, and he has had a long life. Sometimes he has sat back and just watched. And I think this was watching SH go down, enjoying the gossip. I think this is before the presidency. We didn't know that much about him. So he sat back and watched the SH show a lot, which he's probably learning. That's why he joined in now. Thanks. I don't know. I hate nothing about you. I don't know what this means. Let me see if I can pull a clarifier. Of course, I get bugaboo. Causing fear and worry. Okay. Well, that... bugaboo, causing fear and worry. So he was brought here to cause fear and worry. I don't know how this hate nothing about you, but we'll let this one go. But this is a major one. Causing fear and worry. So he was brought here for all this. He was brought here to cause people fear, worry. He was brought here to totally steal this election. He came here as a depressed, angered, lying man. He likes to rape women. He's insecure. In the end, though, he does end up falling apart. He's here for all of the marriages and divorces and all the contracts he's going to break, and to cause fear and panic. Isn't that amazing, these cards? Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's now read about Muskrat himself. See what his soul contract is. 1, 2, 3. Spirit, tell us everything you can about Muskrat's soul contract. Spirit, tell us everything you can about the Muskrat's soul contract. One more. Yeah, let me cut it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. What's on the bottom? Situations about to explode. SH is about to pop off in flames. Okay. So that just tells you right off the get-go, okay? He is here for the SH that's happening right now, okay? All the drama he's causing, all the horrific crap he's causing right now, this is part of his soul contract. And his situation that he's doing is about to explode. We can all feel it. You can't keep cutting people's money and firing people from their jobs and expect everything just to remain. So, right off the bat, it says, yeah, that's part of his soul contract, that what he's doing right now. He's here, fake apology. And the word fake to me really rings a bell. Somebody else did a reading about him, and they said that she can't stand reading about him because she just feels like he's so fake. And that resonated with me when she said that, and then this card came up. And I've always thought he was so weird. I'm like, it's like you could never know when you listen to him answer a question, you don't get a sense of his personality at all. It's like he's fake, and that's the perfect word. Like, you can't see that mask, fake. You can't put your finger on try to describe his personality. Only way you can describe it is just strange. Putting on a show. So he was here to put a show on, to be, famous, put on a show, and he's putting on a show. First, we put on a show when he came here, and he, I guess he owned part of one of the tech companies. I don't know which one it is. You guys don't have to tell me. I don't care. He was kind of known for that. And then he was known for Tesla. And now he's known for being co-president with the Orange Menace. So, yeah, that was part of his contract. Burning evidence. We know he's a part of stealing this election. Okay? Burning the evidence. Burning the votes. And also, this burning the evidence also is everything he's doing right now. How he's in the computer system with his little mugrats. Burning evidence. Burning whatever. Burning and getting rid of or selling our information. This was all part of his soul contract. I believe he is a hater. I don't think he loves anybody. That's part of his contract. Envy. Do I think he envies people? Yes. He reminds me of like a little computer, excuse me, but a little computer nerd. And he envied people for a long time, which I've always had a feeling that some of this is why he behaves like this, is because he has been jealous and envious of other people because he felt less than, because he was kind of a little nerdy computer guy. And so now he's the man, okay? So he was envious of people, and because that envy is part of the reason why he is the way he is now. So hateful. Now, I do not understand this. Emotional intelligence. I don't believe he has emotional intelligence himself, but does this mean that he was brought here to, oh, I just lost the word. He knows how to use people. Is he emotionally intelligent as far as that? I don't think he's emotionally intelligent to be of service, but he's emotionally intelligent to know how to take advantage of people. That's how I see this card with him. Interesting. He got that tantric sex too. Okay. It's tantric sex for the way to heal and to heal yourself. Yeah, just one second. Yeah, it's sexual energy through the body to heal, transform, and enlighten. So he's here for this. I don't see him being enlightened whatsoever, but hopefully this is in his future. Okay, if through tantric sex he needs to be enlightened, I hope someday, however he needs to be enlightened, I hope it happens for him, because he's not enlightened now. Okay, he's just right now. He's just a hater, okay? And that's how these cards are. Look at that, hater and then tantrics. Maybe this is in his future, because it ain't right now, okay? Now, I don't know what this has to do with him. It says setting the record straight. You know what I just got from Spirit is that this is what he thinks he's doing. With what he's doing right now, he's setting the record straight. Like he thinks the world should be ran by him. That's setting the record straight. You guys are too stupid to run this world. I need to run it because I know what I'm doing. That's how he sets the record straight. Okay, that's just what I got from Spirit with that whole thing. Keeping you a secret. And what I'm getting with this is that it was part of his contract to have, he has a lot of wives, right? He has like 10, 11 kids. And I believe keeping you a secret, I believe it was in his contract to have a lot of different wives and to cheat and stuff, just like the Orange Menace does. The Orange Menace and him are very similar. Have you guys noticed that? They're very similar. They're just not good people, okay? And they were both brought here to cause havoc. That was their contract, both of them, to cause hell. What they're doing right now is exactly why they were brought here. Crazy. Okay, so we did both of them, right? Yeah, we did Orange Menace first and then Muskrat. Okay, guys, this was interesting today. This was very interesting to do these soul contracts. I liked it. Very interesting. And I love these cards. What lies beneath? Oh my gosh. Okay, now this is my last video for today, so I do want to talk about this, the hashtag KAMALA challenge. What that is in my description, I have 2 different scripts, okay? And right now I'm working on the first script. I'm making videos, like shorts videos, a minute to 2 minutes, and usually it only take you a minute. If you would like to join the challenge, it gives facts of how KAMALA won this election. And Greg PALAST, he did it with statistics and actually going through all of these votes. statistically, with the actual votes, not on what's happened in the past, but actually with the votes. And it took him up until I think last week to get all this information in. And he's been on 3 different independent channels here on YouTube about this. So I made a script up. If you want to join in, you can make a 1 minute to 2 minute video, shorts video. You don't even have to show your face. You could just point your phone down, read the script, post the video. That's it. And you guys, you know, it's just my one little voice. It's just your little voice. But you know what? Enough little voices can make a big impact, okay? Or it can get to the right people that need to hear the information. So the one with Greg Palast, that's the one I'm doing right now. Next week, it's the second one that's had it's a bunch of, it's called Something Alliance. It's in my thing. It's in my, the description below. And they used past elections, and then they are all also professional statisticians. And so is Greg Palast, okay? They're all professional statisticians. And they used, instead of the actual votes of what happened this year, like Greg Palast did, they used what's happened in the past and did statistics. And they came out with the same thing that Greg Palast did. So I'm going to start reading those statistics off next week, okay? And if you're going to do this, make sure you just put at the top, hashtag the KAMALA challenge, okay? Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. I'm trying to think if I want to make any other announcements. I think that's it for today. Yeah, it's all I can remember. If I need to come back on, if some more stuff happens today that we need to talk about or read about, whatever, I'll come back on. But I think this is the last one for today. All right, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, any comments or questions, leave them below. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Love, peace, and happiness. See you tomorrow.